Welcome to Sound and Fury Book Reviews. As usual, I'm Tina. Today I'm doing a book review of Satellite Image by Michelle Berry. This is a book from Buckrider Books. It's domestic suspense / thriller. It's coming out October 15th, 2024. I received this arc from River Street Writing in exchange for a fair review. A domestic suspense that lies heavy on the suspense part, Satellite Image is a compelling read with an interesting mystery. What's it about? Why did I set the book down? This is a very timely book, following a young couple who buy a house in the country to escape the close quarters and violence of the city, only to discover the home they have bought and the small town they've moved to have their own disturbing secrets. It starts with a disappearing body spotted on a satellite image of the property before they move here. Continues through a window that opens seemingly at will and at all hours. Another body on the front lawn and a growing sense that they are not alone in the house. Berry is the master of page turners with unexpected endings, and this book is sure to delight her fans. I don't know why I read that last line. Okay, so that doesn't tell you a ton, but it tells you enough to be intrigued, I think. If you love domestic suspense, I don't know if I'd go too far as to call it a thriller. You will probably really enjoy this. It has all the aspects you want. A new house, weird neighbors, a strange mystery, and a small cast of characters. There are aspects of this book that are excellent. The creepy factor was wonderful. It's not scary like horror, but it's definitely unsettling. Sometimes when you're in a new place, every creak and noise, puts you on edge. At least that happens to me. I'm on edge all the time. And this book is really good at describing that feeling in a way that gives you the shivers, as well as, ramping it up with actual scares here and there. You can picture yourself in the situation and how you would approach it. And add to this that the couple is also not sure something is even happening because the stuff seems innocuous or misinterpreted at times. So we have this intriguing mystery of, are they reading too much into this? Or is something actually happening? So we have the actual mystery, and then we have this kind of sub-level mystery as well. This is mainly because the descriptions in the book are absolutely excellent. It's easy to picture everything that's happening and going on, and the book is broken into sections by month, which allows you to understand the pace and why the couple does stay in the book. Like, if all the stuff that had happened to them happened in like a month, it would feel very rushed, and it also wouldn't make sense why they would stay, I don't think, where this is like over almost a year that they live there. So I thought that worked really well. I was pretty engaged with the mystery until up to the reveal, which was, unfortunately, a little bit of a letdown. I was expecting something a lot more sinister or twisty, but it was kind of just like, oh. In fact, it's told almost in passing, so much that I had to go back and reread it to be like, oh, that was the result. Okay. I had so many theories going into it, and I guess it was really fun to have those theories, but just to have kind of the ending be a little bit kind of like lackluster, it was kind of a little bit of a letdown. Oh well. I understood the couple's fears and how things spiraled for them, and I was very much engaged in their lives, but I didn't actually really like them. For people 2 to 3 years younger than me, they were kind of dumb and helpless. It's not that hard to jury rig a window to close, for example. And, who gets 6 months into pregnancy without even considering they need, say, a baby monitor? Like, it's funny because I didn't find them insufferable. I didn't, dislike them. They just seemed kind of silly at times in a way that I felt a bit was like a boomer or Gen X, having a salty take on millennials. Was it kind of feels like that, because I know that there's the whole stereotype from boomers that people my age, specifically a little younger, in their early 30s now, or maybe late 20s, are unable to do things or are helpless, and it's not true. I mean, I'm almost 40, but most of my friends are between 33 and 40, and all of us, we have houses, we have jobs, we have lives, most of us have children. We're fine. The thing is, this opinion of mine on the characters might also be tied into the prose. The book has a style that holds you away from the reader. It could be because there was a lot of passive writing in the book, tons of he looked, she noticed, and stuff like that, as well as lines like, the movement startled Matt, which I found not very immersive, especially in terms of bringing me closer to the characters, because I couldn't really experience what they were feeling, because it was kind of just told to me. I almost wonder if the arc was created pre-copy edit versus pre-proofread, as most arcs are, as there's also a lot of repeated concepts that could have been trimmed out. I don't like pointing out that kind of thing in reviews because I don't find that it's very constructive, but if the writing is going to be like that in the final, then I think I did have to kind of point it out. Because normally when I read arcs, You can tell it just needs a proofread. With this one, I think it needs a bit more. Anyway, the book is a very slow burn, which I very much enjoyed. This allowed the great parts of the novel to get a ton of focus and showed how the couple became accustomed to their new living situation. I really enjoyed how we see their opinions and reactions to things change over time. I guess overall, despite a few minute things in the ending, which really wasn't bad, it was just less of a twist than I expected, I really, really enjoyed this book. I was very, very excited to get to read it every night. So if you love slow burn thrillers or domestic suspense, you should totally check this book out. It is really good. Yeah, I also think the cover is really cool. I like the concept of it. Yeah, so thank you again to the publicist for sending this to me. And yeah.